What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. I got a quick video for you guys tonight because I gotta get back to my hydration. I'm on my this is my second day fasting so far, so I'm gonna try to do a 72-hour fast. I might break it tomorrow. I'm at 48 hours right now, so it is well tonight I'll be at 48 hours. Look, man, I ate a lot during Thanksgiving, and when you eat a lot, you play hard. You actually got to work hard too. So it is what it is. Just fasting and reset. Don't worry, I ate more than enough carbs and more than enough protein that 48 hours of fasting is not gonna do any harm to me. Regardless, I want to talk to you guys about. I'm sorry, y'all see me petting something. I got freaking Noches down here. Noches decided to join me to my video. My bad, my bad, girl. My bad. I'm just gonna talk about Sony and PlayStation. My bad. Okay, she went to this corner. All right, so I want to talk to you guys real quick about. Then I got Luna down here messing around with a garbage bag. Yeah, this is why I'm never gonna be professional. This is why I'm never gonna make it. This is why I'm never gonna make it. Some of y'all think it's the freaking washing machine back there that I leave open or the dryer. It's not that. Or that I do my videos from my bathroom. It's not that. It's all the other distractions that I had. This is why I'm never gonna make it. Anyways, listen. Who is winning? That's what I want to know. Who is winning? But if we're gonna talk about who's winning, we're gonna talk about it from the gamer's perspective, because that's the only thing I know how to do. I play games, and my voice sounds weird. I'm a little bit sick. But listen, who is winning? So there's articles out there talking about Sony is mollywhopping Xbox in sales in Europe 4-1, 7-1. If you already got your Xbox Series X and you already got a PS5, that doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter to you as a gamer. This is from the gamer perspective, okay? And then there's stories out there that that Sony is in trouble. Something they're gonna go bankrupt. I don't know. Again, if you're a gamer, that doesn't really matter because you already got the console. It is what it is. But let's talk about who is winning from a gamer's perspective, because I think that matters more. Okay, so if you have a preferred platform, like I have a preferred platform, Xbox is my preferred platform. Okay, I want, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I do consider myself a console gamer. I do prefer to play on console. The most PC gaming I've done has been Apex Legends on my gaming laptop, and now that I have an Asus ROG Ally and the Legion Go, we've been playing more on PC, but these are handheld PCs, right? So I am a console gamer. My console of choice this generation has been the Xbox Series X, okay? What I want next generation is I want to have the choice, okay? I want to have the choice to pick between a console, unless, I want you to listen to me very clearly, unless somehow I wake up in a beautiful utopia where everything is on one box. And this is what I mean by everything on one box. Everything is able to be played on different boxes. So the reason that you're buying that box is because of that box inherent features. I know I'm losing some of you, so I'll explain it the same way as the Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally, right? The Legion Go and the Asus ROG Ally can both play the exact same games. They literally both have the same chipset, everything, right? The difference is one has different features than the other. Legion Go has a bigger screen, higher resolution. The Asus ROG Ally has VRR, 1080p. The Legion Go has detachable freaking controllers. The Asus ROG Ally does not have detachable controllers. The Legion Go is not really that portable. Asus ROG Ally is a lot more portable. But again, as far as the games, completely the same. That is the utopia that I want. And no, I do not want to, what's it called, pirate Nintendo games. I don't want to do that. I don't. Now, to be fair, for those of you that are going to say PC, that box already exists, doc, it's called PC. Fair enough. I just got to wait for the Sony games to get there. But again, Nintendo games will be missing. So, Nintendo doesn't need anybody. So, Nintendo doesn't need to play ball with anybody, right? So, let's go back to this winning thing before I lose my train of thought even more. If Sony is out here selling a multitude of consoles, and that is their goal, right? Because that's what it is. Winning is defined by what your goal is. Like, what is it that you're trying to do, right? Unless you're both playing the exact same sport, then winning is defined by the rules of the sport. Don't bite that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Look at it. She don't attack my other. Now I got to put my other one in. Come on, Noche. You're not aggressive. Come on now. Again, the rules of the sport are defined at the beginning when the sport is made up and all that other stuff, right? That's perfectly fine. However, we all know, this is not a joke. Everybody knows this. Xbox is not playing by the same rules this generation. We know that Xbox clearly lost Xbox One generation, right? So they decided to pivot and focus on something else. So them not selling consoles is not a good thing. We're not going to pretend like it's a good thing. That's what I don't like. And we're not going to pretend like it doesn't matter. But you also have to look at it as, could they still possibly be winning? Because again, they're not playing by the PlayStation rules. So then PlayStation's out here selling consoles. Clearly, that's what they want to do. They want you locked into their ecosystem. When you think about it, everything that PlayStation has revolves around that PS5. You can't use a PSVR independently. You can't use the PS Portal independently. Not only that, but you can't even use a PS Portal to do other things. Everything you get with PlayStation is an enclosed ecosystem. So they want that PS5 to be the centerpiece of this generation. And by golly, that's clear. And they, in their own right, are definitely winning because they're selling PS5s. That can't be denied, okay? So the whole money thing, and if they're going out of business and all this other stuff, blah, 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 who knows if that's real or not. But two things could be true. There's plenty of times where things look great on the outside, but on the inside is not what it seems. But again, that's not for us to worry about. If you got a PS5 this generation, then you need to worry about this generation and what the PS5 is going to provide for you, right? Okay, fair enough. More PS5s out there means Sony has an incentive to keep making games for the PS5. And then developers have an incentive to make sure that games run properly on the console base that has the biggest fan base. That makes sense. So if you're a PS5 owner right now, as a gamer, this is what matters the most, you are winning. I can't deny that. Even if you don't play what the ponies pretend like everybody's playing on PlayStation, which statistically we could look up, everyone does not play the exclusives. The highest played game on the PlayStation is a game owned by Xbox, right? Okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's an Xbox game, but it is what it is. But now, if you're an Xbox gamer, what is Xbox's goal this generation, whether you like it or not? Play their games wherever you want. So even though someone may have a PS5 and not have an Xbox, they still have a way to play the Xbox games. The only way Xbox is winning is if those people that don't have an Xbox are actually still using that. Here's the thing. They want you to play their games. The best way they would want you to play their game is obviously Game Pass, right? Obviously Game Pass. But in reality, they just want you to play their games. That's why you can buy Starfield on Steam, or you could buy Starfield on Xbox, the Xbox app, right? On the Microstore app, right? That's why shout out to Brap. I was on a podcast with them boys and Crossfire. I was on Crossfire, and Brap said that he bought Starfield and he bought Starfield on Steam because he wanted to support the developer. And then I had to call my brother out and be like, no, that's not true. If you wanted to support the developer, you would have bought it straight from Microsoft, so that Steam wouldn't have gotten their cut, right? It would have. That's probably what would have been best for the developers who really cared. And when I asked him that, he answered, I bought it on Steam because I wanted to play better, because apparently the Microsoft Store is not that great, which if it's true, it's true. But you see, I'm not mad at that. You should want to buy things that benefit you. It's what benefits you as a gamer, right? So if Microsoft not selling consoles, how does that affect me as a gamer? Well, it affects me as a console gamer, because if they succeed with their goal of becoming a place where subscription base is what matters the most, then I don't know if they're going to see a need to have a console next generation. I'm not saying that they're not going to, because the highest selling computers are not Surface Pros, yet Microsoft still makes Surface Pro computers. We do know that, right? Okay. So I think Microsoft is has shown that they're okay having a product out there, even if it's not the best selling. But then they have other products out there that they stopped supporting because of that as well. Like the Zooms, you remember the Zooms or whatever? I don't even know if they still sell them anymore. But if they do, good. Then they Microsoft phones. Do they still make Microsoft phones as well? I don't know. You guys let me know. But as far as computers know, I know because I got a Surface Pro, and they keep coming out with Surface Pros. Microsoft is cool making a computer if you want to use Windows on their device, or you could use Windows on whatever device you want. And that's their same mentality. You can play games on their device, or you can play games on whatever device you want. But again, Microsoft hasn't become the company that it has by making dumb business decisions. So if no one is purchasing the hardware, and purchasing the hardware automatically grants you the fact that people are going to play games on your hardware, right? Right? Okay. If you're not selling the hardware, what would make you want to buy a hardware or make a hardware next generation? And that's where this, as gamers, becomes a problem. Now, I've always talked to you guys about not worry too much about the future, worry about today. What can I play today? What can I do today? Okay. This is the only time I'm going to break that rule just a little bit, right? It would really suck to have a backlog of games on the console market, okay? And for next generation, for Xbox not to have a console like the Xbox Series X. If there's anything no one can deny about the Xbox Series X, is the fact that it is the best Xbox. It is the best Xbox because someone like me that missed the 360 era, I can go back right now and play the majority of those games. Better resolution, upscaled HDR, right? I got to play Ninja Gaiden for the first time on my Xbox Series X, right? I got to play the first Gears on my Xbox Series X, the first Halos on my Xbox Series X, all because of the backwards compatibility. Microsoft needs to continue doing this in the next hardware that they make. It needs to be able to play every generation of Xbox games. If they look at the success of their hardware right now and they deem that as not being worthy enough of making another hardware, then us as gamers, we definitely lose. And that's not good. For Sony, selling consoles, the only way it benefits us as gamers, like I said, is that now it gives Sony an incentive to put out games for that console, right? Kind of. They've already sold the console. They've already made money off the console, right? Okay. Sony is pivoting to live service games because there's a lot of money in live service games. Will they have exclusive live service games? I think they have to. They got enough player base where a Sony exclusive live service game might be a thing. And just imagine if they actually managed to make a live service game so good that even Xbox fans can't deny it, and we're playing it on that side. Because you see, you and I could both agree that we like Apex Legends, but we're going to play it on our preferred platform. Well, you and I could both like Fortnite, but we're going to play it on our preferred platform. But imagine if they made a live service game so good that it made you go out to buy it. I will say this. I don't think there's any Sony fan out there that Halo was able to do that for them. I think the people that are playing Halo the most are PC gamers and Xbox gamers as well. I don't think anybody went out there to play but to buy an Xbox Series X just for the Halo multiplayer. I don't think so. But if Sony could do that with their live service games, because they have a big installed fan base, then maybe you got something. So again, the question is, who's really winning here? If the metric of Sony winning is selling consoles, then good, they're winning. If the metric of Xbox, though, is having as many people as possible play their games, then I'm gonna argue the statistic that I know off the top of my head and tell you that Xbox is winning as well. Player count, player engagement. They want you to play their games. I think Halo broke records when they came out as far as people playing it. I think Forza Horizon 5 broke records when it came out as far as people playing it. Let me know. Even the contentious trash of a game that Starfield is, Xbox X, broke records, right? As far as player engagement goes. So I would say Xbox is winning as well. Now, if the goal of Xbox is subscription first, then we don't have those numbers, right? So we really don't know. So it's kind of foolish of us to talk about things that we really don't know. But regardless, I want you guys to look at everything from the gamer's perspective. Please, guys, unless you have stock in these companies, it doesn't really matter. So if you're looking at Sony selling consoles, let me just bring this all back together. If you're looking at Sony bringing consoles, selling a lot of consoles, and you're a Sony fan and you're from the gamer perspective, that's good for you because you know that Sony now is going to have a big enough fan base. So when they drop their exclusive live service games, they're going to be okay. And that is the focus. Maybe Sony can make live service games so good that then it replaces what Call of Duty used to do with funding their first party games, right? So, and that's not coming from me. That's coming from, I think Jim Ryan said it or something like that. Somebody said it that all the live service games and Call of Duty help fund the big AAA titles. I don't know how true it is, but it was said. Okay, but if Sony could do that internally, that's great. And then if you're an Xbox fan, the Play Anywhere, that's great as well. Play Anywhere is already great. It's probably one of the most underestimated features of Xbox. Is the fact that you could pick up a game on the Xbox Series X. I could go ahead and play it on my phone on the cloud, pick up exactly where I left off, or I could go ahead and play it on my Asus ROG Ally or on a PC and pick up exactly where I left off. I think that is freaking phenomenal. Play Anywhere, player engagement. Well, I think that's enough of the video. I wanted this video to be shorter. It's actually 17 minutes long, but I think there's a lot to talk about when it comes to who's actually winning this stuff. Could both things be true? I think it is, especially since they're both not going for the same goal. But let me know what you guys think. Doc Dark 1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.